The orange man says something that he thinks he can just say casually because there is nothing that will happen. And guess what? Saudi Arabians did not only put him in his place, they gave him like a long spoon. You know, when you're eating with the devil, you have to eat with a long spoon. Like, they gave him what he never expected. But who am I? I just want you guys to watch this video first. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Sonia. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. And credit belongs to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. I want to say a very big thank you to every single one of you. Liking, commenting, sharing, dropping super thanks, and also joining my membership. I do not take you guys for granted. You guys are absolutely the best. And with that being said, let's go watch. I'll be back with commentaries.
The Saudi government has just leaked photos of the destruction of a U.S. military aircraft following comments by Donald Trump insulting Saudi Prince Mohammed bin Salman, saying he didn't think he'd be kissing my ass.
He didn't think he'd be kissing my ass. He really didn't. He thought he'd be just another American president that was a loser, where the country was going downhill. But now he has to be nice to me.
Politics sure is strange sometimes, but in response to those comments, Saudi Arabia released these photos of the E-3 Sentry U.S. aircraft that Iran struck on a U.S. base in Saudi Arabia. But what is this aircraft, and why is sharing these images such a humiliating blow for the U.S.? The E-3 Sentry is a key U.S. airborne command and surveillance aircraft. It plays a critical role in monitoring enemy movements and coordinating military operations in real time. And it is part of a small and shrinking fleet of airborne warning and control system planes. The U.S. Air Force only has 16 E-3 Sentry aircrafts remaining, and 6 of them were stationed on the Prince Sultan Air Base in Saudi Arabia. The U.S. previously operated more than 30 of them, using them in conflicts like the Iran War, in Afghanistan, in Libya, in the former Yugoslavia. But one of these aircrafts has never been lost to hostile fire before this war. This is a $300 million aircraft that cannot be easily replaced. These aircrafts were built using an old Boeing 707 airframe that is no longer in production. Production ended decades ago. There's no line to replace losses. The U.S. has no immediate replacement capacity if these aircrafts are lost. This is a serious strategic loss as Iran targets the sensor layer of the war. I mean, Iran previously struck and destroyed THAAD radar systems, other radar systems that form the backbone of Gulf missile defense. And now the loss of the warning and control system functions of the E-3 Sentry. These aircrafts are how they track enemy movements on land, at sea, in the air, in the stratosphere. This is a huge operational loss. But it also comes with reputational damage. The U.S. looks so weak right now, all because Donald Trump decided that he wanted to insult the country that was protecting him and covering up his asset losses.
In the last 24 hours, President Donald Trump has left all his allies in the Middle East region reeling from the verbal insult of saying that the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, quote, didn't think he would be kissing my ass, end quote. Trump was kind of like me. He was meandering, though I hope my coherency doesn't drop that low when I go off on a mad one, as it were. He was speaking about how Saudi Arabia views the US, saying that the US was thought by Saudi Arabia to once be a dead country, apparently before he became president, then it became the hottest thing on the market or something, but that now the US had to be taken seriously, and that Prince Mohammed or bin Salman has now got to be kissing Trump's ass. Has to be nice to him. He better be nice to me, was Trump's exact words. The Gulf monarchies, where diplomacy is not conducted in such a crass, almost vulgar fashion, was left, dare I say, discombobulated, befuddled, dumbstruck. These are fancy words. And yet, before the Arab states within America's sphere of influence, the Gulf monarchies could rally, could regain their balance from Trump's latest diplomatic slap across the face before they could even recover. The US said, but wait, hold my oil barrel, there's more. Former White House strategist Steve Bannon put on display what many in America think of their Gulf friends and allies. The status he affords them was laid bare for all to see, and many Americans, no doubt, especially in the Republican Party, treat the Gulf monarchies in the same way. Look at the Gulf monarchies in the same way. Bannon suggested that the Gulf monarchies should send their own sons and daughters to fight for the US, in essence, to fight for Israel in the Middle East war right now that enters its second month. I quote him, prepare yourself. We've come in strong here. I know 2 minutes in, you're like, what the flip is going on? Right. Quote by Steve Bannon this weekend, the weekend that just passed. Quote, maybe we can get a couple or three of those princes in uniform. Got any kids in special forces? Let's line up those royal families and see how big they're talking. Damn, end quote. Bannon went further and said the Arabs, bruv, why should they join the fight? They should be the first wave if America decides to commit ground forces to this conflict. That's the news. And now here's the analysis. Before we carry on, sorry guys. I know that this is a very late video and the second video only of the day. Where was I, man? I was busy. I was recording a podcast. Now, there seems to be a growing disconnect between America and its friends and allies, because in the midst of this war, Iran has shone a spotlight on the relationship between America and the Gulf monarchies. And under that spotlight that Iran sort of has shone on all of them, they're like, oh, no. Under it, something ugly has been revealed, or something uncomfortable, you could say. It's made both sides essentially go, what's that, brother? Brother, what's that? America, for example, is upset to see that the Arabs aren't tripping over their thobes and tripping over each other on their way to Donny Boy's feet to offer themselves as sacrificial lambs in the American-Israel war on Iran. The idea being, from the American perspective, that the Gulf states are fabulously rich, fabulously secure, because America protected them and made them rich, baby. America made sure that they got rich through integration into the America-led economic bloc. You are welcome. From the American perspective, you're welcome that we let you have the honor of standing beside us. On the other side, the Gulf monarchies are absolutely bamboozled, furious that great power America has fallen so far in practice, in their capability, militarily speaking, compared to on paper. The $30 trillion economy of the US, with what is built, what is marketed as the most capable, most powerful military on planet Earth, couldn't stop a 50-year sanctioned, crippled, weakened, single nation, isolated, fighting alone with an economy of less than 500 billion? I'm talking about Iran. 60 times economically smaller and economically weaker than the United States, not interconnected through the globe, not with a currency that's world-spanning, nothing. And yet, the US could not stop that country, Iran, from blocking Hormuz and setting the world economy on fire. They couldn't stop that country from attacking and harming America's regional allies. What kind of protector are you? If this is you winning, we would hate to see you losing. And to add a bucket of salt and really get right up there into that fresh and painful wound, to add salt to the wound, to add insult to injury, some Americans have the audacity to be upset at the Gulf monarchies for not doing more. It's all a bit too much for these Gulf monarchies. And geopolitically, Trump's increasingly erratic rhetoric, now talking about princes and kings kissing his ass, lining up their sons and daughters to go and be the first wave. Not Trump directly saying that, but in the administration or that political branch in the US, this is the kind of rhetoric, the kind of attitude they have. It's not going down well at all with the Ghutras and the Egals. Not only can you not protect us now, they think, you insult us to our face. You mull the idea. You even consider the idea of demanding that we send ground forces. Can you imagine? Would that not be crazy work, by the way? That Gulf contingencies of soldiers are sent to fight the Iranians on behalf of America, who's fighting already on behalf of Israel. That's crazy work. God damn. This all puts Prince Mohammed, or bin Salman, the crown prince and de facto head of state of Saudi Arabia, the largest of the Gulf Cooperation Council, Gulf monarchies as I call them, it puts him in a very tough situation, though it could be easier for him actually than you think. Hear me out. Saudi has a $1.2 trillion economy. It's a mammoth economy that's now over half diversified out of oil. Over 50% of Saudi's economy is now not oil. And what's left of oil is mostly sold to China, not even the US. As I mentioned over a year ago, I should probably start finding, the relevant videos I'm referring to, because it will make it look like I actually know what I'm talking about, because I talked about a lot of things before that has already happened. Anyway, as I mentioned over a year ago, the time may soon come when the Saudis conclude that their time reaping the benefits of being under America's umbrella are over. They've got what they needed and they enjoyed security for a time, and now, with their whole economy and the additional economies of the smaller Gulf Cooperation Council nations, your Qatar, Bahrain, Kuwait, UAE, Oman, or Oman, as the Americans might say, we may all now see a strategic realignment as the Gulf monarchies essentially pick themselves up, walk out from under America's umbrella, and drop themselves back down as wealthy, powerful, and well-connected members of a rising global South led by China. Ah, yes, of course, China, the other great power, certainly one who conducts diplomacy in a dignified and more upright fashion that the Arab states will find a lot more in line with their own personalities when compared to the sort of wet tissue paper, throw it and see if it sticks to the roof type diplomacy of America. Make no mistake, the relationship between the Gulf monarchies and America frays further, weakens by the day, for better or worse. And for the unbiased news and analysis without the Western spin, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mahfouz Talukder, aka News Baba, and I'll see you on the next one.
What do we think about what Trump said about MBS, the Crown Prince of Saudi? If Trump knew anything at all about the Middle East or Arabs, he would know that that is the biggest insult he could have said about anyone, let alone the Crown Prince of Saudi. How dare he say that he should kiss his ass? What the fuck? I've never heard a head of state talk in that sort of language. What is wrong with this man? No amount of groveling is going to fix this. That's it. I don't think Saudi's ever going to have anything to do with the US again. Certainly not with Trump, not with this fucking moron. It's so bad.
I got some news that's gonna brighten your day. So Trump came out saying what we already know. Like, I bet I'm gonna stop lying. I don't give a damn about these people. I'm just there to wreck shit. But this part, Iran's foreign minister replied by calling the entire United States of America a paltry. Do you know what a paltry is? He straight up called them useless and worthless in vocabulary that Trump probably had to Google. And I Googled it for you just in case you didn't. Big ups to Austria for denying the paltry states of America. He's been on his knees so long for Bibi, his mouth got stuck like this. I'm Messy Mar. If you like my content, please do all four and follow me and help me grow my account. I love you guys so much. Bye, besties.
This is huge breaking news coming in. Saudi Arabia is cutting ties with the United States. Saudi Arabia is cutting off all relations with the United States. The U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, on behalf of Donald Trump, expressed regret that the Saudi authorities signed defense agreements with Europe without consulting the United States, which had been Saudi Arabia's main ally. In response, Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman noted that the U.S. had failed to fully protect the kingdom from Iranian strikes, and therefore Saudi Arabia made a decision that could quickly strengthen its defense capabilities. The Crown Prince also stated that his country will continue to be guided by its own national interests when making decisions regarding its defense. This was a slap from Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman in response to Trump's crude and scandalous public statement that, "Now let the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia kiss my ass and be polite to me from now on." Thus, President Trump's irresponsible remarks have effectively put U.S.-Saudi relations on pause. The Saudi Crown Prince proved to be more diplomatic than the American president. Make sure to follow for latest updates.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching all of that video. Thank you so much for seeing all of that clip. The truth is, this man needs a strong advisor. Honestly. This man need a strong advisor. This man did not only need anyhow people to be around him, he need Black Americans. But I'm happy that Black Americans are not even ready to give him that hand, that help. And you now start seeing reasons when people are saying that allegedly the orange man is having dementia, because he just goes around and say every single thing without feeling remorse. He said things without even looking out for the repercussion of those words. You go around, you want to talk to prominent men in other countries as if they are your friends, as if they are your buddies, as if they are the people you are ruling in America. It's that bad that this man displays his speech carelessly without considering anybody. And I don't know why a lot of MAGAs or people that literally support the orange man thinks that the orange man is authoritative, is doing what he's supposed to do at his best kind. He is the absolute person that they need. I really do not know where that is coming from, because I'm not seeing him as someone that is authoritative. I'm seeing him like someone that needs help. This man needs help. And that help is not to go into WAR with any country or war with any country. The help that this man needs is his inner caucus, people that can literally sit him down and speak sense to him. And because most people will just like to follow around, be the yes, yes, yes party, that is why no matter what he do, no matter how he acts in the public, they literally do not care. Now, how does this even make sense? That you're telling a president, a prince, a prime minister, whatsoever you people see him, see the South Sudan, I say South Sudan, sorry, whatsoever you people see the, what they call it, Saudi Arabia people, how will you say they should kiss your ass? And all of this mental thing started when a lot of NATO's alliance are saying they are not supporting you. They are not supporting you because, number one, you never informed them. You never told them you're going into war with any country. You just slept on the 27th of February, we wake up on the 28th of February, and the next thing we heard is there is war. So were you expecting them to just automatically just back you up? Now, this small act that you have caused, now it has led Saudi Arabia to also expose a lot of things that you have literally been lying about. The orange man has literally said that they are winning the WAR with Iran. The orange man has literally said, we've sent troops and we are definitely going to conquer. The orange man has literally said that Iranians were literally begging and asking for ceasefire, but he said no. Like, on this particular process, there is nothing, there is no form of lie that this man has literally not bring to the table for a lot of people to see him as a winner. Why? In real sense, a lot of things have been destroyed. A lot of things have been going down. Now look at the airplane situation, the aircraft, important aircraft to America. Now that is how this man have the balls, the nerves to come on social media to say, oh, what are you winning? How are you winning? How? How? Honestly, I really do not know what this BB guy did to you that is making you to make sure every single step you have to follow. But I pray sooner or later, you will understand the repercussion of what you are doing. And the problem I have with every single thing you're doing is this is actually not going to be affecting the high class. It is just going to be affecting people that literally do not vote for this. But for people that voted for this and everything that you people are getting, I'm happy for you guys. Continue to enjoy. Now, Saudi Arabia has cut ties. They don't want anything to do with the United States. They don't want to move anymore with the United States. They just want to be on their own, because if you can wake up one morning and insult them, what can you not do? What can you not do, sir? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Credit belongs to original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. I want to say a very big thank you to every single one of you. Liking, commenting, sharing, dropping super thanks, and also joining my membership. Thank you so much, guys. And yes, with that being said, with no further ado, I do like I always say in my videos, I'm going to be saying bye, and I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye, guys. I love you guys. Mwah.